Mission objective for today is figuring out who this girl is. I have no idea who she is. I don't know her name. I don't know where she work. I don't know how she get money. She might be trapping out the bando. Now, I took my seat in my little seat. Is that on the script, bro? Is that on the script? I took my seat in my little seat and I looked around the room and I couldn't believe my eyes. All right, listen. Quick disclaimer for y'all boys. Quick disclaimer for y'all, man. Quick disclaimer, man. For anybody that's not very fond of harsh language, you hear me? I mean, I use censors in this video, but it's a couple little words that some people might find a little, no way he said that, you hear me? So, if you're not a fan of that, this might not be the video for you. You might want to watch you watching this video around. If it's around your parents, I wouldn't do that. But yeah, enjoy the vid. This all happened in 9th grade. Y'all remember 9th grade? 9th grade was that grade period where you was transitioning between middle school and high school. That's where I was at. I was having an amazing year, bro. I was getting 2 minutes per game on my basketball team. I was a mediocre wide receiver on flag football, and I was a struggling pimp. I was having trouble recruiting some new hoes to my roster. I would pray every single night to the pimp god. I would get down on my knees, no homo, and say, "Pimp god, please send me a hoe worthy of having on my roster." Anybody that think hoe is a bad word, listen to me. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas. But day after day, I would walk through the street and see different ho-ho-hos. Some came close to my standard. Some came close to being on my roster. But none of them were worth adding to the roster. They all brought pain and misery. But me, I never lost faith. I kept on praying that same prayer to the pimp god. And one day, he sent me something amazing. It was time for standardized testing. Y'all know what standardized testing is. You go in, you fill out the little packet, you pick A, B, C, or D. And, you know what I'm saying? You never see the results of those tests. I never saw the results of my tests. I don't know if I did good or bad. I don't know what it's for, but you know you did it. I know everybody did it, I think. If you didn't do it, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, on the first day of testing, I remember this like it was yesterday. On the first day of testing, right? I walked into the testing room, and the second my foot stepped through that door, oh man, I immediately began to start sweating. I was sweating bullets. The second my foot touched the floor in that room, I just knew the pimp god spirit was present. I could feel it in my shanana. He was there. So now I take 5.5 more steps into the room. And when I see her, I really thought I was about to die. You know how people be like, she slayed me? She was really about to slay me, bro. She was really about to kill me on sight. So you know what I'm saying? She's standing about 5'4", Coca-Cola, Red Bone, or whatever. So whatever R. Kelly said. You killing me, man!
Robert, you sit down. Okay, just like that.
I sent a quick thank you to the pimp god. I was like, thank you for sending me. It's beautiful hoe. She'll be mine. And I sat down. My mind started to race because I knew this right here was the exact hoe I had been praying for so many nights. And it was my job to successfully recruit her to my team. I only had one problem though. I had no team. And I had no experience on how to recruit players to my team, especially D1 talent such as herself. So I started to plot. I began to formulate a plan. I learned later on that day that testing lasted for 3 days. So I had 72 hours officially to execute my plan. Of course, the first day was used for recon. I had to gather information about the bitch. Basically, my version of gathering intel was watching her from a distance. I know I should have asked around, probably asked some of my friends, like, who is that over there? But this was a top secret mission. I couldn't have nobody else knowing about my new recruit. Then they might go and scout her for themselves. So as you could probably guess, my attempt at gathering information was unsuccessful. Day 2. Boom, bam, bing, bam, bow. Hold on. Hold on. The next day, day number 2, I got the same sweats again when I walked in the building. But I had nothing to build off of. Like day 1, I didn't do anything. All I did was look at her. The 72 hours I had, it's now only 48. Mission objective for today is figuring out who this girl is. I have no idea who she is. I don't know her name. I don't know where she work. I don't know how she get money. She might be trapping out the bando. I have no idea what she do. So I have to figure this out before I slide and make her a member of my D1 Duke. What's another college team? Clemson, Michigan State team. You feel me? I can't have somebody moving weight on my team. So, of course she looking immaculate again. Her curly hair, it's all moist. It's in a ponytail. She got her edges done. I could hear the faint voice of the pimp god in my ear. And he's saying some bullshit about how I should just talk to her like a regular person. Like, what is he talking about? We all know you got a plot. Of course I ignored his advice because that's f***ing retarded. And went back to the mission. Unfortunately, this was the most difficult day of testing. And that clouded my mind. Because they had math on the test. And I'm cool with math. It's just hard. So it really clouded my mind. While I was waiting for my ride to give, the perfect opportunity came up for me to come and go smack at her. After I dropped off a hot deuce in the bathroom, I walked back to the main test room to get ready to go home.
Young man, where are you going?
I'm going home.
Where are you going?
I'm going home.
I took my seat in my little seat. Is that on the script, bro? Is that on the script? I took my seat in my little seat and I looked around the room and I couldn't believe my eyes. On the other side of that room, there she was. She's sitting completely alone. I feel like I need to pause the story right here and emphasize how bad this girl was. She was so bad, bruh. Like, no kissy, I think she actually is a model. But that's besides the point. I'm not here to D-ride. Back to the story. So she's sitting on the other side of the room, right? And I hear the pimp guy. He in my ear again. He talking about this is my chance. Immediately, my mouth get dry. Feel me? I get the sweats. My hands start to perspirate. And I get that twisty-turny, topsy-turvy feeling in my stomach. I have no idea what to say. I'm completely floored by how fine this joint is. Why is she so bad? Why does she look so good? What do you think I do in this situation? Do you think I go smack? Or do you think I decide not to go talk to her and use this time to build up a plan to go talk to her? If you guessed option number 2, sadly you would be correct. Because I did not go talk to her. And ultimately, that decision compromised my whole day 2 mission. So we 2 days in right now. I didn't do anything. All I did was look at the bitch. Like, what the hell? What am I doing? My mother called me and she told me she outside. And on the car ride home, I get an epiphany. I only have 1 more day to swoop this fine off her feet. No more hesitating, no more overthinking, and no more planning can be done. So of course I go home and start planning. I figure I need help from the professionals if I really want to bag a dime. So I go to YouTube and I start looking at the best pickup lines, right? Looking back, this was an enormous mistake. Pickup lines never work, especially if you don't have confidence. Anyway, I spent the rest of the day neglecting my homework and watching Mega McQueen pickup videos. A couple of his little lines stood out to me. Like, for example, I thought, like, when I was he pulled up his the add new contact screen on his phone, and then he told the girl to fill out a survey on his phone. But ultimately, I settled on, you know what, bro? I don't even know what the line is. Hold on. Line? I forgot my line. But it was some corny little pickup line. I thought I could pull it off. But we just gonna continue with the story because I ain't gonna ruin it. Now I was ready. I had my pickup line. I knew what I was gonna do. I had my outfit ready. I was gonna get my hair straight. I was gonna wake up early. I was gonna get it together. Listen, y'all. That's the end of part 1. The video was getting too long. I had to only make it 1 part. If you want a part 2, hey, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Man, I'm ugly. Cause let's be honest, bro, I'm gonna drop it regardless. If I get more likes, I'm gonna drop it sooner. If I don't get that many likes, I'm probably gonna take my time with it, you feel me? Cause I be a little lazy, not gonna cap. I be trying to play the Xbox, I be trying to watch You Season 2 over again. So if y'all wanna see it quicker, like the video. If you don't wanna see it that fast, if you don't really care about it, you know what I'm saying? See y'all in part 2, baby. I don't know what to say to close the video off. Young Nudie is better than J. Cole. Debate in the comments.